Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
Heavy. 13 loose.
Now ETN to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
On second down, ETN once more. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The former #6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got a man, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. There he goes, left side. Across midfield, Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now 2nd and 3. ETN up the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Jaguars at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Sky Moore, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Lawrence on target there to Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Flushed out right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. ETN is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thornton. No gain on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's it's going to wind up incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
13, Luke. Here we go.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. Now inside the 25. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 11. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
23. Let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Sky Moore from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New York set to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Down the sideline he goes. And he gets this one down to the 24. And big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
All right, let's go. Safe right.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
11.
And they'll go again with ETN. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Easy.
They'll run with Etienne. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one is right through, and that will tie things at 17 all. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here now, 2nd and 4. Etienne once more. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Hey, Ryan.
First down, Jaguars.
Handoff running left is Etienne. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, You are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play. Now Lawrence.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out come the Giants.
Here we go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Jones now on 3rd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That's taken it around the 40. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Lawrence's throw hauled in by Washington. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We have played 3 quarters. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. In possession switching back to the New York Giants. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. Back to throw again. Left side, he's got Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Jones. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 6, just over 2 minutes to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. To throw is Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's the safety Antonio Johnson who dragged him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed him to convert on 4th and long. And his throw here is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Jaguars, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue.